Hello student, today I have brought a video on the topic velocity time graph. Velocity time graph is the graphical representation of motion. In first video I have discussed detail in the graphical representation of motion. In the last video we have discussed about the distance time graph and its slope and more interpretation from the distance time graph. In this video we will study about the velocity time graph and its slope and the acceleration. What is the relationship between velocity time graph and acceleration? That will be discussed in this video. First, you know what is the velocity time graph. If the velocity is taken along y-axis and the time is taken along x-axis, and the plotted graph that displays the relations in velocity with time, variation in velocity in time, is called the velocity time graph. Here we can say that is like that. The velocity is taken on y-axis and time is taken in x-axis. It is time, and the plotted graph that displays the variation of velocity with respect to time is known as velocity time graph. This line is the velocity time graph. Now, second point is that if the object moves at uniform velocity, then the velocity time graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis. This will be discussed in the graph. The height of the graph from x-axis remains same at every instant of time. That shows the uniform velocity of the object. Like that, we can also detail like, suppose it is velocity time graph, if V is here and T is here. If the velocity time graph, it is the velocity time graph, the line is drawn in the quadrant, whatsoever it may be, curved line or straight line. If the line drawn parallel to x-axis, then this graph shows the object is moving at uniform speed, and the velocity is constant here. The velocity do not vary as the time passes, as the distance between the graph and the time axis is constant. So this graph shows the object is constant, object is moving with constant velocity. That will be discussed in this video. Next point, we also discuss that area under the velocity time graph. These things we will interpret the velocity time graph. The area under the velocity time graphs gives the magnitude of displacement between the time interval. Like that, here it is velocity time graph, like it is a velocity time graph, and suppose V is here, V is taken on x-axis, y-axis, and time is taken x-axis. It is velocity time graph. Now, the area under the velocity time graph, if we find the area that is T1, T2, T1 to T2, this area show the magnitude of displacement of the object moving with the uniformly accelerated motion, and this area show the magnitude of displacement, that is the distance, if the object is moving in positive direction in a straight line. This will be discussed in this video. Now, first you know that as we discussed that the slope of velocity time graph gives the value of speed. Now, what is the slope of velocity time graph and which quantity it expresses? That will be discussed. As you know that the slope can be obtained easily for the graph. The slope can be expressed in the term of tan theta. the angles theta is the angle made by the graph with the x-axis. And if you draw a perpendicular and find the ratio of the perpendicular and base, that gives the slope of the graph. In distance time graph, the slope is obtained like that, and the slope of velocity time graph also in similar way we can find the slope of velocity time graph. But the slope of velocity distance time graph gives the value of speed, but the slope of velocity time graph gives the uniform, give the acceleration. Now look here. If the velocity time graph an object moving with uniform acceleration, it is a straight line. If the graph of velocity time graph is a straight line like that, is a straight line, then we can show the object in the first point is interpreted, the object is moving with uniformly accelerated motion. The acceleration of the object is same everywhere. It is the velocity time graph, and it is a straight line that shows that indicate that the object is moving with uniform acceleration. First point is that. Second point, the slope or gradient of velocity time graph. The slope that we obtained by this ratio, the ratio of perpendicular and the base gives the slope of this graph. And the slope or gradient, it may be also called gradient. The slope or gradient of velocity time graph gives the value of acceleration. And more steeply inclined velocity time graph, if there are two types of velocity time graph like this and this second. Now what we can see, the acceleration of the object is more by this graph. If it is the velocity time graph and object A, and it is also velocity time graph and object is B, then we can say object A is moving is more acceleration, object moving with a more uniform acceleration, and object B is moving with less uniform acceleration. The acceleration, the steepness of the graph is the more steeply inclined graph gives the greater value of the acceleration. That will be discussed. It is here. How can you find the slope? Slope can be, as we discussed the distance time graph, slope of a graph can be find like that. If it is a velocity, it is a velocity, and it is a time, and the velocity time graph like that. How can you find it is the T1 and it is T2, T1 and T2. It is T2, suppose that T2. And we have to find the slope of the graph between the time interval T1 to T2. We draw a perpendicular in this line, that meets the graph at A and B, here A and B, and we draw a parallel line, a line from A parallel to x-axis, and suppose it meets a point C. Then we obtain a right triangle which makes angle theta, it is also angle theta. Now the value, slope of the graph, velocity time graph, slope of graph is equal to BC by AC. Now this value, this ratio gives the slope. This ratio gives the slope of the graph, and the graph gives the value of acceleration. This slope gives the value. BC is the, suppose BC is the change in velocity. BC is the change of velocity. If velocity u here and become v, then what is the change in velocity? B minus u, and B minus u is the change of velocity. B minus u is the change of velocity, and we divide the change of velocity by time. If you divide the change of velocity by time, it is u, suppose that it is u and it is v. Then what is the value of A, B, C in this graph? BC is equal to BC by BC by AC is equal to, like here, V minus U and V minus U, and here BC is equal to T2 T1 minus T2 T2 minus T1 T2 minus T1, that will be here V minus U by T. This is the change in velocity and by time. It is the rate of change of velocity, that BC by AC, that is the slope of velocity time graph, that gives the value of expression. Okay. Now, 3 points we have interpreted that from the velocity time. First point is that velocity time graph an object moving with uniform acceleration is a straight line. Uniform acceleration, if the change of velocity remains same at any instant of time, then we can say the object is moving with uniform acceleration. And if the velocity time graph is a straight line, we can say the object is moving with uniform acceleration. Second is that slope of gradient of velocity time graph give the value of acceleration. You find the slope of velocity time graph, we obtain the value of the acceleration. Second point is that more steeply inclined velocity time graphs indicate greater acceleration. If the velocity time graph is inclined more steeply, that show the greater acceleration of the object, moving object. Next, how can you calculate the acceleration of a moving object by algebraic method? It is given here. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity by time. That we discussed like that. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity time. It is the rate of change of velocity. It is the rate of change of, that is the rate of change of velocity. Change of velocity. It is the it indicates the acceleration. And change in velocity is equal to initial velocity minus final velocity minus initial velocity, or the final velocity minus initial velocity. And if you divide the change by time, we get the value of acceleration. By the algebraic method we have studied. Now, by the graphical method, how can you find the acceleration? Now, definition of acceleration is that when the object velocity changes, it accelerates. Acceleration shows the change in velocity during the time period. Acceleration is equal to change of velocity by, that is given. And the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Meter per second square. It may be written like that, meter second inverse 2. Meter per second, we also like that, meter per second square. Now, and the acceleration of an object is expressed through the velocity time graph. Like here, it is the velocity time graph of an object moving with uniformly accelerated motion. It is the velocity that changes as the time passes. It is the time, it is v, it is time. And this line is the velocity time graph. We can easily find the gradient or slope of the graph. It is, suppose that it is the change in velocity. If the velocity changes from v0 to v, then the change in velocity is equal to v minus 0. And it is time, it is t1 to t2. Then it is where t2 minus t1 is equal to v by t. That is the change of velocity. We get the here change of velocity, and here the slope of the graph give the acceleration. That is given here. In this slide, it is given second point, area under the velocity time graphs. Area under the velocity time graphs gives the magnitude of displacement. Look here. Now, Here the velocity time graph, time is taken here and velocity is here. But the velocity not increases as the time passes. Then we can say the object is moving with uniform velocity, and here the acceleration is constant. Acceleration is 0 here. There is no acceleration. An object is moving with constant velocity, that v, and it is t here. Now, here we can find the value of displacement by the velocity time graph. If you find the area here, this area is known as the area under the velocity time graph. This area gives the value of magnitude of displacement. In this graph, the velocity of the object is decreases with uniformly as the time passes. So it is a kind of deceleration, uniform deceleration. And the area under the velocity time graph also gives the displacement covered by the moving object. This area gives the magnitude of displacement. And look here, if you find the area of the rectangle, we suppose that is v and it is value of t. Now area is equal to area is equal to s is equal to v into t. That is the value of displacement, magnitude of displacement. V is the unit of, now what is the unit of the magnitude of displacement? V is equal to meter per second, and time is equal to t, and also it is t. Now t cancel, we get the value of m. M, that is the meter, that is the unit of distance. So the area gives the value of displacement here. In this graph, velocity is constant. In this graph, velocity decreasing as the time passes. So it is a example of decelerated motion, negative acceleration. Velocity is gradually decreasing uniformly and becomes 0. So, but the some distance must be covered by the deceleration motion also, deceleration acceleration. And here this area give the value of displacement cover. Now, it is also a velocity time graph. In this graph, the first 4 seconds, the velocity of an object is increasing, and here 4 to 10 seconds, the velocity of an object remains constant, and last 10 to 12 seconds, velocity of an object decreases from 6 to 0. Now it is the velocity time graph, and how can we find the total displacement of the object moving under the acceleration? And this graph, if you find the area, it is the velocity time graph, and the area under the velocity time graph give the value of displacement, magnitude of displacement covered during the time interval 0 to 12 seconds. It is given here like that. You can see here area of triangle, area of this triangle, first this triangle, pink color triangle, half into 4 into, it is 4 and it is 4, it is 4 into 4, that is 8 meter. That is the displacement, magnitude of displacement. For this triangle, area is equal to here 4 into area is equal to here in this graph, that is the green color of rectangle, that when we obtain 10 and 4 here, 10 to 4, that is 6 represent the time and 4 represent the velocity here. Now this area is calculated by the 24 meter. In this area represent the 24 meter of displacement, and this triangle, that is another type of triangle, and this area, that is the 1/2 into 4 into 2, 4 meter. Total displacement is equal to 8 meter here. Total displacement is equal to 8 meter, that is given here, and that is the represented by the area. And second 24 meter, it is represented by the area of the rectangle, and it is 4 meter, that is represented by the again this triangle. And if you calculate, find the sum of this area, that gives the total displacement of the object. So we can find that displacement by the area covered, area under the velocity time graph. Now, next slide, it is also given how can you find the area, how can find the displacement covered by a moving object. It is also velocity time graph. Now look here. Here, in the first 4 seconds, the velocity of your object is constant. Here it is 4 meter per second, 3 meter per second, and so the displacement covered by the object is expressed, represented by the area of this rectangle. And here the velocity of an object is decreases uniformly and becomes 0 during the last 4 to 14 seconds. Now, how can you find the total displacement of the object moving? We can easily find the area of under the velocity time graph. Here it is the velocity time graph. This line is the velocity time graph of the object between the time interval 0 to 14 seconds. Now, first 4 seconds, the area covered by the graph, first 4 seconds, now it is the velocity and it is time. Now, area of the rectangle, pink color rectangle is equal to first 4 seconds is equal to 4 into 4, that is 16 meter. That 16 meter, the area is represented 16 meter. That give the displacement of the object in the time interval 4 seconds. Now, 4 to 14 seconds, the displacement covered by the object is represented by the area of the triangle. And we find the area of the triangle, the area next 10 seconds, that is 4 to 10, next 4 to 14 seconds, that is 10 seconds. Now we can find the half into, it is 4 here, velocity here 4, and it is 4 here, and it is 10. Now we get the area of this triangle, and the total displacement is covered. Total displacement cover like that. Total displacement is equal to 16 plus 20 is equal to 36 meter. Okay. Now it is given here. It is total displacement during the time 0 to 14 seconds. What will be the time? What will be the shape of the graph? If we find the area under the velocity time graph, that gives the value of displacement, magnitude of displacement, that is illustrated in the graph. Now, next slide, we will discuss about the another types of graph. Here, now displacement, we know that the distance is always positive, but the displacement may be 0 or negative. Here, the displacement is calculated in negative form, like that. Look here. Here the velocity time graph, but the displacement, the object is in the opposite direction, and it is decreases like that. 0 to becomes minus 0 to minus 2. Here the velocity is decreases like that. Velocity decreases like that. Here velocity decreases and become minus 2. Then the object is returned its path, original path. Then the opposite direction, the velocity, then the displacement is negative. Here, so it is negative line. It is the velocity, negative velocity. Now here, and the velocity is constant here. Now the area under the graph gives the negative value, that's known as displacement. Displacement may be negative here, and we can find here the value of the area of the triangle like that. It is the it is the 4 second and it is 2 second. Now area will be calculated like that. Here area is calculated half into -2. It is -2. This distance is -2 and this time is always positive. Time is never negative. So the half into -2 into 4 -4. This area, the area of the pink color of triangle, and gives the value of displacement covered during the time between 0 to 4 second. 2 second. 0 to 4 second. Now, what is the area between the time of 4 to 10 second? Next, 10 second. And here the velocity is constant here, 2 meter per second. Here 2 meter negative. Velocity negative 2 meter per second. Here is a constant here. And when it is the next 4 second, next 6 second, area is equal to -2. It is the -2 here, -2 is there here, below 0 -2, and here 6 times 10. Now area is equal to -12 meter. -12 meter. Now total displacement of the object, this is moving in negative opposite direction, not in positive direction. Is that now the total displacement becomes -16. That so that the object is moving in opposite direction. So the displacement is becomes negative here. Okay. Now in the next slide we'll discuss like that. Here we also do velocity time graph. Now here velocity is 4 meter, initial velocity at 0 time 4 meter per second, and now it has become 0 after 4 second, and after 4 second it return moving in the opposite direction, and its velocity is decreases and become -4 meter per second. Now what is the total displacement covered? By this graph we can also calculate it. Look here first. For the first 4 second, first second, the total displacement covered is equal to half into 4 into 4, that is 8 meter. And the next 4 second, the total displacement is equal to half into -4. Here -4, perpendicular is -4, and here time axis is 4, that is -8 meter. Now total displacement would be 0. If the object is first moves in a positive direction with the negative acceleration, and again it moves the opposite direction with the negative acceleration, then the total displacement cover is equal to -0. That means there is no displacement of the object. That is given in the velocity time. Now next slide, velocity time graph an object moving in negative acceleration. If the change is velocity negative, that means the velocity decreases as the time passes uniformly, then the object is said to be moving with a uniform negative acceleration. That is known as retardation. Here is the example retardation. With the velocity decreases as the time passes, but the decreasing of velocity is uniform, so it is represented by a straight line. The straight line shows the uniform acceleration, but the acceleration is negative here, and a higher value is become 0 as the time passes. So we can say the object is moving with deceleration, that is the uniform negative acceleration. In next slide, now on the basis of the velocity time graph, there are 3 important motion that may be calculated by the velocity time graph, like that. Here, first equation of motion. First equation of motion is equal to V is equal to U plus AT. U plus AT. Or we can also say A is equal to B minus U by T. A very important equation that will be discussed in this slide. Look here. Acceleration as we know that the algebraic value of the acceleration, the change in velocity by total time taken. That is the definition of acceleration. If the change in velocity divided by time, we get the value of acceleration. Now, by the velocity time graph, here, look here. Here, in the object is moving from the initial velocity u here, it is u, and it is v here. And it is the velocity time graph with the time interval t. It is the time interval between the time interval t. Now, what is the change in velocity in the time interval? The change of velocity in time interval is like that. Here, in this time interval, change of velocity is equal to v minus u here in time during the time interval t. So, we can say that here a is equal to ba. Here ba by dA. Here ba by dA. Now, s is equal to cd. ba by dA. S is equal to a is equal to this value and by this value. So this value may be taken as, it is the velocity BC, BA is taken as here V is the total velocity here, and we subtract here the change of velocity. Now we get here A is equal to V minus U. Ultimate value, it is this distance is the V minus U. That is the change of velocity, and this is the change in time, that is the time. So V minus, if A is equal to V minus U by T, now we get the value here V is equal to U plus AT. From the expression we can get the V is equal to U plus AT. But we obtain here A is equal to V minus U by T from the graph. It is the slope. Slope gives the value here, so A is equal to V minus U by T, and we can rewrite that V is equal to U plus AT. That is the first equation from the graph. We can easily find out. Okay. Now, second equation of motion. Second equation of motion also find by the velocity time graph. Like that. Second equation of motion, as we know that second equation of motion, what is that? Second is S is equal to S, the displacement cover is equal to UT. S is equal to UT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. It is the second equation of motion that is described in this slide. Look here. As you know, S is the displacement. S is the displacement. Now we know that it is the velocity time graph. It is the velocity time graph. It is the velocity time graph. Here velocity is given here. Now we know that it is the velocity time graph, and we also know the area under the velocity time graph. Area under the velocity time graphs gives the value of displacement cover. Now we can find the area of the velocity time graph by the formula two way. In first way we can find the area of a triangles and area of a rectangle here. Look here, we can find easily like that. First to find the area like that here, it is a trapezium. This shape is a trapezium. It is a shape of trapezium, and we know that it is the parallel side and it is the distance between them. If we find the area of the triangle, we can easily find the total displacement cover. Now distance S is equal to, now what is the area of trapezium? The sum of half into the sum of parallel side. It is the sum of parallel side, and distance between that is H. H is represented by time, and OD is represented by U here, and this value is represented by V here, that is V here. Now we can easily find the area of a trapezium under the velocity time graph. Now S is equal to half into V plus U into T. Now we also know by the first equation of motion that V is equal to U plus AT into multiply by T here. Now what would we get here? Half into twice U plus AT. If you multiply T here, we get the value of AT square, and here 2 cancel and get the value of 2 cancel, we get the value of here ut. So we can get s is equal to ut plus half it square. If you find the area of the trapezium by putting the value here, it is the value of t here, it is the height t, and it is v, it is u, and we can easily get the area. And if you put the value of v here, we get the expression s is equal to ut plus half it square by the graph. That is the second equation of motion. Okay. Now, third equation of motion is also calculated by the velocity time graph like that. If the object is moving in constant acceleration, uniform acceleration, but all this graphical method is applicable only the object is moving it uniform acceleration. Now look here. Third motion is that the distance is equal to distance as the displacement, and the magnitude of displacement is equal to area of trapezium under the velocity time graph. This is the velocity time graph. Now look here. Here, area of trapezium shown in the graph. We can easily find the distance s is equal to half into like that. Half into OD or B plus OD into H. It is H here. It is T and it is V as we discussed the last slide, and it is V. Now easily find the area of the trapezium. It is the value of the first of the, it is the parallel side, it is the distance between them. Now put the area value s is equal to half into V plus U into T. Half plus to V into T. Now we know that the first equation at A is equal to V minus U by T. So we can easily find T is equal to V minus U by A. If we put the value of T here, we get B minus U by A. B minus U by A. Now A, we get the value A here. Here A is represented here V by A. Now twice A here we get the LCM. Here what would be A, twice A here, twice A like here with twice A, and V plus U into V minus V, get the value V square minus U square twice A. If the twice A transposed to left hand side, we get the twice S is equal to V square minus. Look here. We get the value S is equal to V square minus U square by twice A. If you multiply by twice A, both sides, we get the twice AS is equal to V square minus U square. That is the third equation of motion. And we also interpreted, we also calculated the third equation of motion by the velocity time graph. So velocity time very useful, very powerful tools to finding the slope of the acceleration, and the third equation of motion that is calculated by the velocity time graph. This is the importance of the velocity time graph and the third equation of motion by graphical method that we have discussed. Okay, thank you. Next video we will discuss another things.